Make something beautiful before you are dead. Steve Roggenbuck. And a woman spoke, saying, "Tell us of pain." And he said, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding." If I were to give one word of advice, that is, do you. That is, fuck the system. Be knowledgeable. Don't conform. Don't conform to what your friends are doing. Don't conform to what people are doing. Question everything. Don't be afraid to question everything. Question everything. Question the woman in Starbucks who said she was going to get soy milk for you and didn't. Question the cashier in the bodega when the raisins you bought were $6.99, but on the shelf they said $3.99. Question your mom when she says that your room has to be clean. Question why you have to work at a job that you don't want to work at, that you know is morally shitty. Question what you want to do with your life. If you're doing what you want with your life, question if you're good at it and if you should be doing it. Suffer and embrace suffering, because that's the only way you're going to be a real person. Embrace this time that is very metamodern, in which you are able to fumble in public. You are able to be depressed and fucked up and have fault and let people know about it and have them genuinely enjoy you doing so, because by the act of them watching you, they realize too that everyone is human. But while you are making videos and watching videos of other people relating to one another about your problems, question yourself and criticize yourself for having these problems. Genuinely want to get better. When people have more problems than you, don't fall into their negativity. Give them some fucking advice. And also, criticize them as you might criticize yourself for having these stupid fucking problems. The reason I like metamodernism is because I have problems. And I think it's so great to have a movement, a cultural revolution, one could say, that makes human error something beautiful, something funny, something laughed about, but overall something desired by everyone. Modernism is a catharsis for me and for everyone. Be depressed. Don't be afraid to be depressed. Being happy is a conspiracy. People in power want you to think that you have to be happy, also that you never will be able to be. Seriously, embrace awkward moments of silence. Not even the silence, just the awkwardness. 'Cause suffering is a fucking beautiful thing. No, it's not. But it is in retrospect, because you have more shit to write about and make art about. Do you like my Frank Zappa poster? Or my double chin? Take your own advice. Don't be afraid to be fat, but don't try to be fat. When did this thing start becoming about advice? Seriously, put fucking faith into omens, and I'll tell you why. Because, yes, they could be false, but they're a way to structure your life and live each moment by. They're a title for your day. They're hope for the future. If you have chronic acne, love and hate the fact that all you do is stare at your chronic acne. in photos and videos. Like I said, question everything, even the weird pimple above your lip, but also answer everything. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just a pimple. Also, do things that you don't want to do, because it's through doing things that you don't want to do that you can create art. Sometimes do things just because people don't want you to do them, even if you know they're not the best answer. Don't get fucking violent and harm other people. Seriously, fucking with other people's lives is not cool. But do whatever you want to yourself. You're the only person that owns your body. Try to purposely videotape yourself with unflattering angles. That's the only way a new beauty is going to be reinvented. Come on. Filming yourself in flattering angles is the leading cause of eating disorders. And you actually find out a lot of weird shit about yourself when you're filming yourself in unflattering angles. Like, I'm wondering if I grind my teeth, because there's like, this one is shorter and this one is longer. Autoethnography is performance art, so basically I don't really even know if this classifies as autoethnography. Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do? Tell you about my day? This is what I do with most of my day. You see? I sit down here, I work on my bed, I lie in my bed. See, I lie up against the wall. Here's my fucking desk, and without a chair. That's what I do with pretty much all of my day. Most of my days. I'm faking it. I'm faking it. Yeah, I'm faking it. Alright, whatever, I'm faking it. Aren't we all just fictional characters? This is an autoethnography about the psychology of a metamodernist individual. I'm recording all of this when I'm a little bit hungover, but also kind of normal and sort of sick. I'm gonna eat a cough drop because I sort of have a sore throat, and I also have an oral fixation. I wrote a diary online and I filmed myself talking about bullshit a lot. And I also filmed myself when I was drunk, and I also had other people film me when I was drunk. I also talked about autoethnography and what I'm doing with my life with the camera facing my dog. It was like he was talking. Then I put the assignment off for a while because I didn't really know what to do. But I knew that I wanted to film myself because I wanted to uncover some of my psychology. I didn't know if I was the most metamodernist person ever, but I knew that I'm part of the generation that is classified as metamodern. I only filmed on this vertical camera for the most part because it's just what I naturally do. Maybe I like vertical better than horizontal, or I just like holding my phone vertically better than horizontally. The latter. I realized that analysis paralysis is more of a postmodern thing. I was gonna make my blog and my whole thing about analysis paralysis, but that couldn't be what I chose to do my research about, because at the end of the day, it just didn't seem honest enough. I thought that performance art would be more honest, because at the end of the day, we're all just performing. Fuck. But it also felt too contrived. At the end of my research time limit, I realized that I had to make the autoethnography about the autoethnography, as fucking pretentious as that sounds. On Sunday when I came home from my skiing trip, I made a list of the videos that I should show, which was pretty much all of the videos that I took of myself in chronological order. And now I'm really torn between whether I should make this video about myself and all the videos that I had already taken, or if I should make it a performance piece. And I'm also wondering if I could do both. But I don't know. I think I probably should do both, but I just don't know how I would do that. I might be too lazy. In fact, I'm pretty much making this video right now because I don't want to write a screed about myself and why I suck as a designer. I guess I'm just having writer's block. It's also kind of a painful process. As I just plugged in my phone to my phone charger, I realized one kind of important thing. I need to make this video last minute because that's fucking improvisation, which is fucking metamodern, which is fucking because in reality I could do anything in a few minutes, but nothing is real unless it's right at the spur of the moment, one could argue. Maybe embrace your failures. Maybe embrace analysis paralysis. Oh my god, this video is gonna be so fucking long. Okay, so I realized at the very beginning of my process, actually, I was like, oh, fortune telling is so metamodern. And when I say fortune telling, I mean like astrology or horoscopes as people might think of it, fortune cookies, like graffiti tags that you might see and think pertain to you, the truth or dare things on the 5 gum, a Magic 8 Ball app on your iPhone. All that shit is so fucking metamodern. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because we already acknowledge that all this stuff, esotericism, is flat out bullshit, sure, but it's a way to construct our personal narrative. And we say, I don't give a fuck if I know this shit is bullshit. It can also be real. So don't be ashamed to fucking read a fortune cookie and say, oh my god, that's so true. It's like being hipster is a concept of living. I think we all try and live through a concept of living. Sort of. I actually tried to be more metamodern in daily life, in my language, in my schoolwork, and in my beliefs. I actually embraced the fact that everything I say doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in a way that you're super fucking confused whether I'm joking or not, or what I really mean. Actually, in fact, I'm confused pretty much just as much as you are. And I honestly think that that's pretty much how all metamodernist artists are. So when people look at, like, Reggie Watts' TED Talk and they're like, it's so funny how everybody's criticizing this to the fucking bone, but this guy is saying absolute nonsense, absolute bullshit, and it's a total parody. Well, in fact, Reggie Watts would say, no, criticize, I want your feedback, I want your opinions, because it is about what both of you just said. It's about, wow, there's this, like, deep thing to it, and it's about that it's a joke. It's total bullshit. It's mocking TED Talks, but there's these deep realizations in between. And it's funny because you construct this whole, like, 30-minute TED Talk for maybe 3 lines of introspection. Maybe that makes them more powerful than they actually are, but that's also the thing with metamodernism. It brings light to these simple things. It's like, because there's so much fucking shit out there, but when you look at all the shit that we have, maybe any of the shit that we have, it's so fucking great. It can be great. and it can also be horrible. And alright, so I'm gonna finish. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this up. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. Alright, I'm gonna finish. Oh. Only one thing I need to say, really. As you're watching this, if I'm in the room with you, or you're in the room with me, take your camera and film me for a few minutes. That's my autoethnography right there. No, I'm serious though. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, bye. Yeah, because I just want to add this because basically I filmed all this shit and then I went back and played it, and as I went through the 100 or 200 videos, they kept on becoming more and more familiar. Like, the earlier ones seemed like a past, and the later ones seemed more present, as if I was, like, filming myself, almost having an out-of-body experience. I'm serious, try it. It's crazy. The only thing that's honest is the present. I'm gonna wrap this up. 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 I'm gonna wrap this up.